What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement. We're back here in the basement for the Brisbane Lions versus the GWS Giants. Before we get into this game, subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, drop your comments down below. Down below. What, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What did I just watch? That has to be one of the biggest comebacks in finals history. It has to be one of the biggest comebacks in finals history. Has to be. I did a quick look up on this stuff, and I saw the biggest one was a 44-point choke job by the Collingwood Pies in 1970 VFL Grand Final. They led by 44 at the half and lost by 10 to the Blues at the end of that game in 1970. That looked like the biggest. Well, that might have been for the granny. I don't know. But I do know this game here I thought was over. I said, look at my Lions, man. Look at my Lions. They're getting their doors blown off. The Orange Tsunami. The Orange Tsunami. If you're a GWS fan, I am sorry. If you know anything about the NFL, you see what I got going on back here. New York Jets. I'm a 4-decade New York Jets fan. I understand what it's like to lose, what it's like to choke, what it's like to have great teams and still find a way to lose. This is all the strategy change, but this is a classic choke job by GWS. And I am not knocking your team. I'm not making fun of them. I'm calling it as it is. Guys, let me explain something. I call these games as I see them. Yes, I'm a Lions fan. Yes, I was happy they came back. Before we get into these epic comeback and epic meltdown by the GWS Giants, I'm going to explain something to you guys. I call it as I see it. If you watch me long enough, you've been around me long enough, I rip on this team, my own team, quite a bit when they lose. They just got embarrassed on national TV on Monday Night Football by the 49ers. The Jets got embarrassed, and they talked a lot of trash. The Jets talked a lot of trash. Our defense, we're going to stop everybody. My team's going to be great this year, but they got a reality check. They had a reality check on Monday Night Football, and they got embarrassed in front of the entire nation. I rip on my own teams, so don't take it personally if I come in here and I'm just calling these games as I see them. And a reality check is what happened to GWS. The reality check being the Lions roared back. The Lions showed that they are back to win that granny that they just barely lost last year to the Pies. They showed that they got fight, resilience, never give up mentality. That's what they showed when they were down by 44 points halfway through the third quarter. The Giants controlled this game. When you watch that first half, which they had a 21-point lead at the end of that first half, a 21-point lead, 55-34, they were controlling and dominating the Lions. And GWS played a smart, safe, contained defense. They didn't swarm. They didn't get over-aggressive. They didn't want to blow any chances and opportunities for the Lions to take advantage of. They actually had a great mindset and a great game plan in that first half. And really halfway through the third quarter, they just started taking off, but they never overexerted themselves. They never took up, they basically took advantage of the space that was given to them. They allowed the Lions a certain amount of space, but not too much. That game plan was perfect. Perfect. Until the Tsunami ran out of power. They faded out. The Lions came roaring back, and for everybody that I'm going to break this whole from the 44-point lead right on down. And it started in the third quarter. Everybody thinks this great fourth quarter comeback, which it was, but it started in the third quarter. It was 80-36 Giants, 80-36 domination by the GWS Giants. The end of that quarter, that 44 points, it was 8:27 left in the third quarter. 8:27 left when they were up by 44. By the end of the third quarter, they were only up by 25. I got it right here. I always take my notes. I take notes when I watch these games. I'm not a big X's and O's guys yet when it comes to footy, but I know what I see and I know what I'm watching. And next season I'll be even better with the X's and O's. But they knocked that 44-point lead down to 25 points. So it was 92-67 going into this fourth quarter. Toby Green, right off the bat, makes it 99-67. Kicks that goal right off the bat, makes it 98-67. So GWS is rolling. They're rolling until Eric Hipwood, Charlie Cameron, I wrote it down. I tried to remember it off the top of my head. Sorry, guys. Hipwood, Cameron, Zorko, and Fletcher. 4 goals in a row. What? The Lions come roaring back. The Lions letting Giants know we are not going away. We're not going away that easy. Sorry. This premiership is ours. Cameron, the boys, man, this is ours. I'm telling you right now, man, this was incredible. 4 minutes left in the game, and this is where it really turned around. And for everybody that told me Joe Danaher, when I became a Lions fan last year, that Joe Danaher plays when he feels like it. He's decent, but he doesn't hit the pressure shots. He doesn't do this. He's not going to be that great there. He's not going to be the guy you're going to have to rely on. Really? Not what I'm seeing this year. Joe Danaher, right? When GWS deliberately put that ball out of bounds, Danaher made him pay with a goal. He made him pay with that goal. And that brought that team back to 1 point behind, 100-99 at that point. What are you kidding me? GWS was on their heels. I'm so excited I'm tripping over my words. I thought I was going to see another one of my teams blown out this week like my other guys were. They brought him within 1 point. And then 1 minute later, Danaher, Mr. Johnny not supposed to be on the spot, Joe Danaher comes back and beats Sam Taylor 1-on-1 for an amazing mark. An amazing mark. A pressure mark. It's my turn mark. It's my world mark. It's a statement mark. Danaher took that mark and put it through for a 105-100 lead, which would end up being the final score. The Pies were the worst in the VFL with that 44, but it was a halftime lead. Not halfway through the third quarter lead. GWS wants to be championship material. Championship teams put teams away. They don't let them hang around. They don't let them come back. And I don't know if a 44-point lead can consider letting a team hang around. But the GWS Giants should have made adjustments at the start of that fourth quarter. I brought up the key in that halfway through the third quarter when they were up by 44. Then that quarter ended only up by 25. Still seems like a big lead, but it's not. That showed right there the momentum was swinging. The momentum had swung, and the Giants weren't prepared for it. They played on their heels. They played not to lose. Everything you guys have heard me say before, this happens in all sports. There's been plenty of choke jobs over here, too. Classic chokes of teams that should have won. There's so many of them. I just picked out 3 to give you guys examples. But the Giants in that fourth quarter played not to lose. After Toby Green scored that first goal, we're going to play not to lose now. Prevent defense. That's what we call it over here. Prevent defense. Give up the underneath. Let them run around. Just don't let them score. Just don't let them score. Don't make a mistake. When you start thinking about playing not to lose, you lose. It happens every single time in these kind of games. Now you're looking at the clock. The clock's bringing the pressure. What are we going to do? Don't let them score. Now you're running around. Your whole game plan is out the window. Your mentality of winning is out the window. No, we can't let this happen. That's momentum. Momentum happens, and when it comes on, the Lions, who have been down this road before in the finals last year, right through the granny. They're hungry, they're back, and they never gave up. This is a huge, resilient game by the Lions. Now, there's examples, just 3 quick ones I'm going to give you guys. 3 quick examples that happened here in sports here. The 2010 Boston Bruins. Now, this in hockey, it's 4. You got to win. Whoever wins 4 games wins it. This is the Stanley Cup. This is for the championship. It's Eastern Conference Finals, not the Stanley Cup. The Eastern Conference Finals, which would have sent them to the Stanley Cup. They were up 3-0 on the Philadelphia Flyers. 3-0. Just win one more game, and you're in. You're in the Stanley Cup. What do? Choked away the 3-game lead. Flyers come back 1, 2, 3. Wins the next 3 in a row to tie that series up 3-3. Now the next game wins it, the Game 7. The Bruins go up. Ironically, they go up 3-0 in Game 7. So they led the series 3-0, blew that 3-3. Then in Game 7, they went up 3-0. They went up 3-0 and lost 4-3. They blew that. They choked away the series and a 3-0. Think about that. They choked away a 3-0 series. Choked that and then blow a 3-0 lead in the final game to lose 4-3. So they lost 4-3 in the game and lost 4-3 in the series, both choking away 3-0 leads. The other one was the 1993 Oilers. These are all playoff games, guys. 1993 Oilers were leading by 38 points. 32 points over the Buffalo Bills at halftime in Buffalo. Lost, and they didn't even have their starting quarterback, Buffalo. Jim Kelly was out. Frank Reich was in. They blew a 32-point lead. And that is a big lead in the NFL, man. That's a big lead. 32 points. They blew it and lost that game 41-38. They only managed 3 points in the second half. It choked the game away in front of the entire country. That is insanity. Just a couple years ago, the Golden State Warriors set the record for wins in a regular season. They were 73-9. 73-9. Can you imagine that? 73-9. Held a 3-game to 1 series lead over LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers. They needed just one more win. Can you imagine that? 73-9 team needed one more win. And 2 out of those last 3 games were in their house. They lost them all. They blew it. They choked. And I'm sorry, Giants, if you're a Giants fan, your team choked. They just took their foot off the gas, played prevent defense in that fourth quarter, and they choked. The Lions are here. The Lions are coming. The Lions play the Cats next week. That's going to be an amazing win, and we're going to catapult us right into that granny, and we're taking it this year. It's our year. We are taking it this season. The AFL Footy has been so exciting this year. These finals have been amazing. Amazing games. Incredible games. I'm enjoying every minute of this athleticism, this incredible sport. I can't believe it's not more widespread across the world. This is an incredible sport, and thanks to all the people that have helped me out in this walk, because I've learned a lot from you guys, and you guys know who you are. Subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, drop your comments down below. I'm Johnny Basement. I'll see you all next week for more footy videos, but I'm live all the time doing our sports over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I am out.